Hey folks, it's Kerry with Trail Traveler, and today we're going to talk about why I chose the Smittybilt X2O Gen2 winch for my JL. Stay right there. We'll be right back. If you're going out on trails, you really should have a winch. I mean, if they're easy trails and you know there's no obstacles that you're going to get over, you're not going out in the snow, you can probably get by without one. But if you're doing any moderate trails or you're out in weather where you could run into mud or snow, a winch is definitely a high priority. And picking out a winch is not simply as easy as spend the most money. That may have some bearing on it, but you got to look at the features that are going to be important to you. And while my buddy went and he bought the latest and greatest, the X3, all the bells and whistles, and it has some cool features on it, I went with the Gen 2 X2O from Smittybilt. But why? And I'm going to tell you why. Price was one. I didn't think I needed to spend all the money on the X3. Some of the features weren't that important to me. Yes, the Gen 3 has a bolt on it, so you can just plug in your 12-volt accessories like your air compressor. I still have to open up the hood and connect to the battery, so that was a nice one. It has a running light on the front. I could care less. It's hidden by the bumper, so don't really care about that. It's only 9,500 pound towing capacity or winch capacity. This is 10,000. It just really didn't seem like it had enough extras to justify a few $100s more. But let's take a look at the Gen 2 here and see what it has. So this is the Smittybilt X2O Gen 2. It is the 10,000 pound winch capacity winch, and one of the things I liked about it is its size. The X3 is bigger in width and it's bigger in depth, making it a little tighter of a fit. Your wires are going to be way up against your grill, and I didn't think I needed that much more space just for, well, losing 500 pounds winch capacity, but for the other features that it has. The clutch is very easy to use. Just turn it for free spool or engage. The wiring was very simple. There's 3 wires over here that you plug in and tie 2 of them to the battery. Pretty simple. It has a port here for your wired remote, and it also has a wireless. So the remote itself has a battery in it, so you can use it wirelessly, so you can keep at a safer distance. Here we've got the fair lead that it comes with. Nothing too special here. I'm probably going to replace this. It's just a little bulky. Go with something a little more streamlined, but it works great. So we got the logo down there. Now, I did go with the model that has the synthetic rope, and for a number of reasons. Weight being a key factor. The steel cable is a lot heavier than the rope, adding more weight to the vehicle, cutting down on gas mileage, and all the other things that go along with having more weight. There's the safety feature that if a steel line breaks, it can rip through a vehicle and do significant damage. A synthetic rope, do not listen to what many people say, even the big retailers. A synthetic rope, when it breaks, is not just going to fall to the ground. It is going to snap back with some significant energy, but it will do far less damage than a steel cable. So the fact, or the myth, that a synthetic rope is just going to drop if it breaks is totally BS. Not true by any stretch of the imagination. It will snap back, but it's not going to kill you. It may hurt, it may sting, it may do some damage, but it's not going to kill you. A steel cable, when it breaks, can literally cut you in half. One of the other big factors is ease of use with a synthetic rope. With a synthetic rope, as you're pulling it out, you got it on free spool, you can let it go lax or slack. You can stop, start, keep pulling it no matter what you need to do, and just keep pulling it off, and you're not going to have any problems. With a steel cable, you have to keep tension on that. If you're pulling that and you're getting some tension as you're climbing up a hill or something, and you stop and you let it go slack, it can rebound on the coil and create a real rat's nest. That's a nasty little problem to have. A steel cable, you must have really good gloves. If there's anything frayed, they can go right through a finger, and that's not a good thing to have happen on a trail. So even though some people say that with synthetic rope you don't need gloves, you absolutely do need gloves. You just don't need super heavy duty leather gloves. Just something like mechanics gloves are going to be fine, and that way if there's any debris that's in the rope, it's not going to scratch your hand up, dig into your hand, cut you up, but that can happen. So gloves are something you should have, absolutely. You just don't need the big heavy duty leather gloves that you do with a steel cable. So for those reasons, I went with the Smittybilt X2O Gen 2 10,000 pound winch, and I'm loving it. It works great. I just finished respooling it after our trip yesterday, wrapped it around a tree here using a Smittybilt tree saver, got it all nice and tensioned, and we're ready for the next trip. So thanks for watching, everybody. This is Kerry with Trail Traveler. Hope you enjoy these videos. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Stay safe on the trail, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.